waste is not waste, but misplaced resources. My name is Rajinikanth Rajagopal. I'm a research scientist working for Sherbrooke Center. My area of research is mainly on management and treatment of effluents. The biodigester is also called anaerobic digester, which is a closed container through which organic matter transforms into bioenergy and fertilizer. The biodigester in Sherbrooke is very unique in Canada. The first thing comes to mind when we talk about waste management or biodigester is order nuisance, order issues. So having the biodigester compared to composting a landfill, we reduce vastly the order, and that makes this technology neighbor friendly. And the second thing is the low temperature operations, because we need to target the Canadian climatic conditions. So low temperature digester will play a major role and to save energy. At the same time, you produce biogas, etc. And the third thing, there are other several bioproducts. For instance, the fertilizer value digestate can be stored in a different forms or can be post-processed so that we can keep those available nutrients in a dry form, so farmers can use at any time. Then the pathogens from the manure can be vastly eliminated by our technology. That gives a biosecurity for this digestate can be used to grow crops or vegetables. Around Canada, it's about only 60 to 65 livestock anaerobic digesters are in operation. Most of the digesters are in operation or just for dairy manure. Right, so it's an easy kind of manure to treat them and produce gas. But if we talk about chicken manures and swine manures, not many technologies are available, or at least in operation in Canada. I would like to compare our AFC biodigester with the other existing waste management options, which is like incineration, landfills, and composting. I will straight away eliminate incineration because it's an energy-intensive process. It's environmentally expensive. Then also it produces harmful substances like dioxins, heavy metals, and CO2. Then you have other two options like landfills and composting. They are short in terms of mitigating greenhouse gas emissions compared to anaerobic digestion. Then compared to other existing anaerobic digester around the world, globally 35 to 45 degrees Celsius is operating temperatures for other anaerobic digesters, whereas our digestion process works with 20 to 25 degrees Celsius without compromising the amount of biogas produced compared to those technologies. When it comes to high ammonia waste like chicken manure, swine manures, the monodigestion of other technologies is comparatively not functioning, whereas low temperature that we operate able to treat those high ammonia waste is another advantage. Then second thing is the multiple substrates. Sometimes the farmers have chickens, swine at the same campus. Our low digestion technology can able to treat those waste in a stable and robust way. And also, you can also add other agricultural crop residues. Compared to mesophilic operations, the diversity of microorganisms is much rich in low temperature digester, and that makes this technology even more unique. And what we studied and what we learned through our experiment is that the nutrients are more bioavailable in digestate than the manure, and that's a great advantage. By having anaerobic digestion, you capture them. You don't release them, you capture them. So far, Canada emits about 730 million tons of carbon dioxide and equivalent greenhouse gas emissions every year. Canadian agriculture contributes about 8 to 9% of this total greenhouse gas emissions. So manure management becomes significant that we have to reduce it, and that's why anaerobic digestion play a very huge role in terms of capturing the methane. Well, today all industries need to reduce their carbon footprint, and agri-food and agriculture and agri-food industries is no exception. And that makes anaerobic digestion technology can become an unparalleled ally, because it is based on the circular economy approach, especially when it matters with agricultural waste.